Hey buddies, welcome to another Brazilian Body Show. My name is Andrey and I'm here to prove to you that Brazil is more than samba, football and carnival. Today we have a Polish guest, so Patrycja, or in our way, Patrycja, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Andy. Welcome, everybody. I'm very happy to be part of your project. I'm Patrycja from Poland. Maybe some words about me. Why I'm here, why I'm Brazil. It started 3 years ago. That first time I arrived here. Then I was going to one event in university, and then I met my boyfriend, future boyfriend, after I came back, and since 1 year, I'm here in Brazil, enjoying this beautiful country, and, and study here for now. So
Yeah,
I'm
amazing.
Polish here.
And how was, a Polish person be in a country like when we talk about weather completely different and food, it was easy for you, to adapt?
Mhm. Well, at the beginning, it was very hard because of the language, and this was the most hard for me because you arrive some country and you can't communicate too good with people, or they also can't communicate good with you. So this made some blockade in the mind that it's something very hard, that you need to take time to aprender português, italiano. I think it was very challenging for me. So it was first thing that was very hard for me to adapt to a new
Mhm.
language that was very different. For the people who knows Polish, they could know that Portuguese is totally different story. We don't have too much things in common. So this was the first thing that was hard for me. Another, of course, as a Polish person, for me this weather here, it was crazy. I arrived here, it started to be very hot, and are some days, especially now in the summer, that I suffer a lot. I
Yeah.
remind that in Poland now it's like -10, it's +40, and I'm still happy. But at the same time, I feel that it's very, very hot, like insupportable, that you can't support sometimes, and it's like, no, please.
Yeah, that's true. We have like 31, 33, and in Poland -10, completely
Yeah,
different. And we don't have snow. I can imagine. And
it's different. This is really,
there are something similar to Poland here in Brazil, maybe food or
mhm,
habits.
yeah. Basically, about habits, I see a lot of similarities. As one thing we have very strong in common, that Brazil and Poland, they are Catholic, more or
Oh.
less. Yes, that you see very deep this in the culture. Even the people always say you vai com Deus. So this even could happen in Poland too.
Mm.
We have this very strong. So I don't see too strong difference with cultures, but I also in São Paulo, as I imagine that when I'm in Nordeste, could be totally different because Brazil is so big. It's
Mhm.
always hard to make some generalization. Um, but this is this about habit. I didn't see too much the differences. I could say something about the people because they could be a bit different. Here, the people are a bit more easygoing. They are not so stressed. They don't. They are not so punctual like in Poland. For example, when you go to the meeting with Polish person and you be late, the Polish person could be like, I was waiting. And
Mm.
exactly 11 minutes I was waiting or something like this.
Yeah.
People, they could be very restrictive with time, especially in the work too. And here I see that there are some people that they are punctual too, but most of the people they are a bit more easygoing. It's a bit, especially when we talk about parties and arrive to some
Yeah.
party that you are
Foreigners,
busy.
foreigners from my podcast. Like,
Uh-huh.
hey, you're talking to a Brazilian. Like, hey man, let's go on a party. Yeah. Um, which hour? At 7. So you go 2 hours later. This is the rule, like here in Brazil. So always put 2 hours later, and then this is the official party. Yeah.
Yes, and this was hard for me because I found myself that I listened some hour ago party, I prepared, and I'm waiting like. And after I realized that they don't care too much, and I was thinking, but it's important you care because, for example, if you cook something, it's to be hot. If the people arrive late, they will not eat. The people say, "Oh, we don't care. It's their problem."
Sorry.
But it's true. This is very different than Poland, and I think also we start the parties more early. Usually, it's not super late. Yes, you can see the party starts at 8, 9. Normally, here I don't know, but I already saw very late, so I was. But not so crazy like in Spain, no. But it's medium.
And is there something Brazilian in Poland? Like, do you have a store? Do you have maybe news about Brazil or football? Our football? I don't know.
Yes. Actually, this also could surprise you because in Poland we have some Brazilian things. And first thing that it's very funny. Maybe for Brazilians it's funny, but for Polish it's already common that some Polish people they drink erva mate, and there are many. Yes, and there are even places that you can sit and order erva mate. It's called tea room.
Oh.
Herbaciarnia in Polonese. So they are the places that you can really order some tea, but usually in menu you have some chimarrão, tereré, whatever you want. But the new generation of people, as I see now, they more likely choose the chimarrão or tereré. Actually, something hot. So I could say here that more chimarrão than tereré because in Poland usually it's more colder. So they really are very passionate about this, and I'm in some groups of the people in Facebook that they are really crazy about this. They post every day their cuia with the things. So this very strong habit that some people already have, especially new generation. But even my grandfather, he drinks.
Wow.
He like it, really.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And maybe we got that habit from you guys, from Europe. And we brought to Brazil, and then we are, throwing again to the point, to the beginning. So wow, this is amazing. I didn't know that information. And do you have something more, maybe football or another food?
Yes, we have, of course. Of course, we also drink coffee a lot. So there are many people that they love coffee. So it's always like Brazilian coffee, Brazilian things. They are good. They have good always opinion. We have also about sports. We have Capoeira, for example. You can find many groups. For example, me, before I arrived Brazil, I was training 2 years Capoeira in Poland. We have some groups of Capoeira. It was in my city, Gliwice. That time I was in that city. And we were training 3 times per week. We are going to jogos, we are going to events and everything. We have one person that is, I think he is Brazilian. He is the Professor Zinho. That he is our, the professor takes care of Poland about Capoeira. And he is managing all these groups there. And Capoeira in Poland, it's quite strong. We are good.
Okay.
Say. So, and this was very surprising for me because after training 2 years of Capoeira, I started to have this image in my mind, how it's Brazil. And when I arrived here, I was thinking that the people play on the streets. I was looking for power. If I put some money in the street, they start to play. All these things in my mind I had. And after it was very surprising. Like, Salvador, where? Bahia? Why?
Salvador.
Yes. Why it's not here? Why I need to go there to see capoeira?
Yeah, that's true. It's normal to see, some presentations, but like walking on the streets, you don't have, people playing capoeira. It's not. Maybe Salvador, which is the capoeira was born there, but other states, São Paulo, Paraná, the northeast, I've never heard it before. Like I didn't see. And another question, when you play capoeira, you sing, right? So the
Yes.
songs was in Portuguese or in
Yes.
Polish?
Yes.
Oh, in Portuguese.
Portuguese, yes. This is the part of capoeira that they always take care of this. I forgot the word, but never mind. This something that they want to cultivate, the culture of language. So all the names of the figures, for example, you have some kick that's called martelo, or you have some kick that it calls
Cabo de Arraial.
So
Macaco something.
Yes. This one I was trying, I couldn't learn, but but you have all these names, the counting, they sing the songs in Portuguese, and when you want to improve and have corda, yes, the next level capoeira, you need
It's
to
like
also...
belts, foreigners. It's like belts from karate. Yeah.
Okay. So you need to also speak Portuguese in some level. You can't reach without knowing Portuguese. So
it's the same with karate. Like people like do in Japanese. This is because in this episode I was like, well, let's gonna talk about Poland and Brazil, and then we are talking about capoeira in Poland.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yes.
I'm really impressed. Like this is so amazing. And do you remember the song? Can you sing for us? And it's like clapping.
Yes. For example, we have then the oh then the then the oh then the.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know what is then the, and after I asked my boyfriend, what is then the? I said, what? And because it's some oil, yes, that they use to cook, and I was singing this song. I didn't know what is this, and after you realize that you sing some words and you are discovering new things, like very common. Yes, and so this was very nice experience for me to make capoeira. Actually, I found capoeira here. I was doing, but my condition was so bad, and I was okay. I need to first make some exercises in house, and after I go there, because there I'm dying already. Because it's very, very hard, and with this hot, oh my god, can't breathe sometimes.
Maybe this is the question why people just play capoeira with pants, because it's so hot, because you don't need to have a t-shirt, for example. Yes. Yeah. And in Poland you were like playing with t-shirts or
Yes.
Okay.
I was playing with t-shirt and the abadas, yes, that they are the trousers that they. And we were playing in the gymnasia, I think it's called, this sport hall inside. Sometimes we're going out, because in Poland we have also summer that it's hot, but some curiosity, because some people, they think I live in some frozen land. Because in Poland we have like 3-4 months that it's quite hot. Sometimes even could be 40 degrees, so sometimes could be very, very hot, but usually it's not more than 1 month like this, and after it's going another season and another, so it's changing a lot. But we use, for example, in capoeira, we're always using this hot weather to go outside to play and everything.
Yeah, so you started to learn Portuguese before to go to Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you could count, but cannot talk,
Yeah.
right? Well, but you started somehow. So
Yes. Yeah. Actually,
yeah,
it was a
amazing.
surprise. Yes, if someone told me when I saw some football, someone was talking about Ginga. Yes, in football. I was like,
Yeah.
Ginga. No, what is Ginga? So there. Or I need martel. I know what's martel. It's on kick. No, but it's in cozinhado.
And
Um,
it's a word that we cannot translate to English, right? What is Ginga in English? Like it doesn't exist. It's like the movement. How can I say this? It's
Samba,
the
maybe. I don't know.
yeah, it's a movement that people does when they are playing, but Ginga could be used for in other sports, for example, like dance, maybe football, because we have that term Ginga inside of football culture.
Mhm.
So yeah, amazing. I'm really,
It's
really
pretty.
impressed. Yeah,
And of
and
course, we have football, yes, all these things. We have Lewandowski, that now is big star in Poland, of course. And we have a lot of places that you can play football. Polish people, they love football. It's also very strong in the culture, in the cities. For example, in my city, um, close to my house, actually, it was written Torcida, the word. And I always was going there and I didn't know what does it mean. Yes, because it's not Polish word. And after I discovered here in Brazil, what does it mean? I was like, why they use this word? And it was interesting that it looks that the Brazilian football influence a lot the other cultures.
I mean, and you have your own Christ the Redeemer, right? It's like
Yes,
this.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Yes, that it's bigger, yes, than
it's the
the
biggest in the world.
yes,
I mean, yeah, we have similarities here, right?
yes,
We
yes,
have the Christ the
it is.
Redeemer, we have Capoeira, Erva Mate.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
and you told me that you went to Brazil and started to live, here. And then you said that you went to Curitiba, right?
Yes, yes,
Which
it
is
was one.
located in
Mhm.
Paraná in the south of Brazil. So, and we have Polish influence there, right?
Mhm.
Can you talk about it?
Yes, this was something very surprising for me because when I arrived to Brazil, I didn't have conscious about this that we had one of the biggest immigration here, emigration, and it was very interesting to see, and for me it was very surprising too. When I saw some Polish restaurants, Polish things, I entered to one restaurant, I ate pierogi, bigos, barsh, and it was all the tastes I know from Poland in Brazil, the country that's so far from me. It was so unbelievable experience, and I was feeling very very happy, and I felt like in home. Yes, because I saw all these restaurants, I ate food, I was going to some squares that they are made to show this Polish immigration. They reconstruct the houses. They have Polish books. They have the groups that they dance Polish traditional dances. That it's so nice, so cool. And I was very enchanted. I was talking with my friend that he's a dancer of this group. They make a lot of Polish events.
Oh,
He knows more cities than me in Poland. And he never was there. No, actually he was there. But there are many people that they never was in Poland. I talked with one person in Polish there.
whoa.
I was going to one restaurant. It's called Nowa Polska, and they have kind of field with restaurants. So they serve Polish food. You can make a ride in tractor that's called Polska, and it's very funny. And after I was talking with one guy that it's a photographer there, and he has Polish roots, yes. So his grandmother was speaking Polish with him, and he
Ah,
learned just hearing, listening some words, but he was able to speak with me, and he was mixing a lot the Polish and Portuguese. He also told me that there are many words that they started to make this Portugalization, and They mix a lot, but they still have this spirit that me as a Polish person, I'm able to understand them. But most of these people, they don't write. Yes, they just listen and they just speak. But it was very magical moment for me. I was like, wow, I speak in Brazilian Polish, that it speaks it with Portuguese, and it's very nice, this history, and it's very special. Yes, and this is showing that we have, as a Polish people, we have some parts in the world that cultivate very strong, even stronger than us, the Polish culture. This is very impressive.
Yeah.
Especially new generation that nowadays in Poland they are drinking chimarrão, they are trying new things, but the Brazilians, they are dancing traditional Polish dance with all this equipment, all the costumes and everything, because they, in their mind, the Poland nowadays, it's like this. Yes, it's like time stopped for them a bit.
Yeah, I've never seen any dance, and the flavor of the foods is similar, and the dance as well, or do you think that we Brazil a little bit?
Yes, you Brazil a bit. That the Polish pierogi, for example, they were swimming in the sauces. They were very in Brazilian way, for example, very different taste. It was delicious, but very different than I know from Poland. But the other things I tried, they were quite similar. They were quite similar, and they were more or less okay. And I ate the bolo of papa. I don't know if you ever tried. That's called kremówka. I ate. Was close to Bosque João Paulo II, and this bolo was so perfect that I couldn't believe that it's so good. It's like from Krakow. It's the best. I was very enchanted with the cake that I ate. It looks that the people made very, very good job, or they were Polish, really.
Oh,
This I don't know.
okay.
So you
Yeah.
can find both, actually. You can find good interpretation, or more or less.
Yeah, I should try it because I was in Curitiba as well, but I just saw, the house there, and I didn't try any food, unfortunately. But yeah, it is amazing to hear that, and I'm glad to see your like Polish influence inside of my country, and this is really amazing. And I did my homework. I was studying about, the Polish immigration here, and it started between 18th, 19th century, and it was like 1 million people. They went to Brazil, especially in the south, because as all the time I'm saying this, the European influence was in the south of Brazil. Of course, you have in São Paulo as well, Minas Gerais maybe, but especially in the south, in Paraná, Rio Grande do Norte, Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, and I found a city called Áurea, which is located in Rio Grande do Sul. It's like 500 or 400 people, 5,000, yeah, 5,000, and it is like the most Polish city that I found. So you have churches, you have that dances, as you said, and they try to keep this this culture. So if you want to see a little bit about Poland inside of Brazil, go to Áurea, which is really interesting.
Yes, I already saw, and it's on my list, like markets. I have some map with the like path to do. No, I'm joking. But I actually have some of them. But yes, this is my goal to do, because it's amazing. Because as a Curitiba, some other people could know more or less Polish. In Áurea, you are going to the street and you can see the people speak Polish, and for me this is unbelievable. Like, you are inside Brazil, like really inside the country, and you listen some Polish that it's 200 years old. That's the old Polish that I know from schools, from these old books that I needed to read in my school.
Yeah.
All the words that even they already don't exist in normal talking. This is very special.
Yeah, and as I said to you, I have a friend called Anna Gruszka.
Mm-hmm.
Gruszka.
Gruszka.
Gruszka. And yeah, a Polish name in São Paulo. So yeah. And which cities did you visit here? Curitiba, right? And you live in Campinas in São Paulo. So what else?
I was in Rio as
of course.
tourist. I even was so crazy that I was deciding that, oh, I will see the Chris reading. Doesn't matter that it's raining and it's fog and you can't see nothing. So I went there when it was super foggy and I see nothing. I was in Arraial do Cabo, that's closer.
Oh, Arraial do Cabo.
It was beautiful. And I was in Paraty, the city I fall in love with, so beautiful, really, really nice. And I was exploring Litoral. I was in Ilhabela, Grande, Ubatuba.
Ubatuba, yeah.
And I was in Minas, but in the border with São Paulo. It was in the field. It was in plantation of coffee. So I don't know if I can count this one. But I was in Minas.
And you were in Foz. I saw a picture.
Yes. The most nice. I forgot. Yes, I was in Foz. For sure, I was in Foz. And I was in Paraguay and Argentina because they are tres fronteras. It's easier to.
Yeah. So guys, Foz, it is a city really, really close to Argentina and Paraguay, and you have a waterfall there called Foz, Iguaçu. And Iguaçu Falls, and it's really amazing if you want to see it. Just in maybe in Argentina and in Paraguay you don't see it, but in Brazil you have this, and it's really amazing. Yeah, it's I would say one of the wonders that we have, Iguaçu Falls.
Yes, and I can say as a curiosity, when I was there, I saw onça pintada.
Okay.
In nature.
Where did you see?
I was
National Park?
I was in I was going in because when you are arriving to Foz do Iguaçu from Brazilian side, you are going with some bus, and this bus it's crossing this forest, and it was in the moment the bus was crossing forest. Actually, we were going the bus, and the bus started to be more slow. And I saw the people take picture what's happening. I saw it was one onça pintada sitting very, very close to the street and watching the street.
Oh, dangerous and nice at the same time.
Yes, it was something very special because after I said this to some Brazilians, they were not believing me. No, it's impossible. I was 1 week in the jungle of Foz. I never saw an onça pintada. I were tourists on the street and you saw it's unfair. But actually this happened and it was very nice. But I think this onça was in shock. She was just looking and she was doing nothing. It looked that she was small, but I was a bit far to see this, if it was some young onça or not.
Yeah, if you want to see wildlife, go to Foz as well. Yes. And onça pintada is a jaguar, kind of jaguar that we have here. And we are talking about in the south of Brazil. I'm not talking about the Amazon that you have monkeys and any kind of animals there. So what an interesting story. Yeah. And about the Portuguese language, now you are comfortable, you talk, perfectly, was easy.
Actually, it was hard for me to learn this language. And I already know a bit Spanish because I lived in Barcelona for some time.
Yeah.
But Portuguese, it surprised me because I think it could be more easy if I know Spanish. And it was not. And the hardest thing, it was that the people, they cut some words, they say some slang, especially the people that they were surrounded by me. So I couldn't catch a lot of words, even I knew them. So it was very challenging. and enter some conversations, because, for example, it's one difference between Polish and the Brazilian. For example, Polish people, they don't like to interrupt you when you speak. For example, they are usually more respect, and it's also about your own silence. If you go to some train, for example, or bus, you will see people very calm, very quiet. Usually they don't speak loud when they speak between each other, but here in Brazil, I had other impression that here it's like more loud you say, more people will listen you, so you will win the conversation, yes, and so you will be more listened. So here, the skill, I think it's good to improve. It's also to speak loud. The skill I never was needing too much in Poland. But this difference I saw a lot, and usually I was more shy, more calm, like I would like to say something, and I said one sentence after that. So to enter some conversation, to practice, when I was surrounded with some people, it was really hard to cross this, and it is hard actually. It's maybe less because usually now I'm prepared. I'm thinking in my mind, I will say this, and blah, blah, blah. And after I need to think, okay. So let's talk. But now it's getting more easy. But this was hard part, and pronunciation too. I had some words like "pão" that I still think that it's not as it should be. That I can't even see the difference between, because in Polish we have on and l, but this on, it's something between, and I can't listen good this difference. So there are some difficulties that still I have, but to communicate with people, I think 1 year it was enough for me to learn, to practice, to survive.
Yeah, you are like exposure all the time.
Exactly. And in Brazil, maybe it's good side this, that the people don't know too much English. So you are, we say in Poland, rzucony na głęboką wodę, that it means that you are thrown to the deep water.
Oh, okay.
So
it's an expression.
Yes, it's one of expression that say that you don't have choice, you need to swim. And it's a bit like in Brazil with language, that you don't have any choice, you need to speak Portuguese, you not escape this, you need use this language, try a lot, and that's the only way to be here, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's funny because I do this in an English language, but I totally agree with you, because I already saw many times a foreigner like suffering here because he was like, hey, do you speak Portuguese? Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you speak English? And when that person finds someone, like, thanks God, someone speaking English with me. And because here, the placards, everything, it's in Portuguese. And imagine like going, to other place that you don't speak the language. So it's totally different and hard. I can understand you. So that's why I'm here. If you wanna, see more about Brazil, I can help you. I can speak English with you.
Thanks God.
Not fluent. Not fluent, but I do my best. So Patrycja, thank you so much. It was really fun, and I got impressed to talk about Capoeira in this episode. I wasn't expecting, and it was really, really nice to see your Polish comment about here in Brazil. So thank you so much. And yeah, do you have anything to say?
Yes, thank you, Andrey. It was very, very nice to talk with you. I'm very happy that I can share a bit of my experience here. And guys, if you are thinking to go Brazil and you are thinking, don't think too much. It's so nice country, come to explore, and I love this nature here, that it's really, really amazing. And I'm sure that all Europeans, they will be enchanted. So thank you so much. It was very nice to talk about Brazil, and also knows a lot. Yes, I learn every day.
Do you wanna do an invitation in Polish for the Poland people?
Yes, moi drodzy, chodźcie do Brazylii, jest naprawdę świetnie, będziecie super bawić, pić pyszne drinki, wygrzejecie się i naprawdę warto tutaj przyjechać, nie bójcie się, jest super.
Oh, so do you use super as well?
Yes,
Okay, and I heard drink.
yes. You understood?
I know 2 words in Polish now.
Yes, we have actually maybe not so surprising, but we have some common words. They exist, they are.
Yeah, nice, nice. So, buddies, that's it. I hope you like it, and I will see you on the next episode. Ciao.
Ciao, do widzenia.